Welcome to another edition of Courting Cinderellas on the Field of 68 Media Network. This series is made possible by our partners at Prediction Strike, the only marketplace that allows you to buy and sell shares of your favorite athletes. Hear more at the end of this interview. All right, now pleased to be joined by none other than Delaware State head coach Eric Skeeters to break down the Norfolk State Spartans who won the MEAC. Skeets, give me the lowdown. Can this team win a game in the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Rob Jones in the MEAC Conference and Coach Brodus at Morgan State. Hell of a game. Jones has been there 14 years. He was an assistant in that 2012 squad when Kyle Quinn, when they beat 15 seed, beat a 2. They beat Missouri that year. And 2019, they beat Alabama in the NIT in the first round. So he's coached in the postseason. He's coached in the postseason, had experience of winning, what it takes to win in the postseason. He's got a group, Chavez, his leading, it's his utility guy, Keon Chavez, Joe Bryant, his leading scorer. Joe Bryant can get it going. So Joe Bryant had 30 in the first round against Central. And the key to a recipe to success in the postseason is making shots. And so Norfolk is a team, they've already experienced winning on the road. First game of the year, they won at James Madison. Right? They went in and beat George Mason right in before conference play, right after Christmas. So they've already won against quote unquote higher level conferences on the road in their building. So let's say if they go to Dayton, right? If they're in that first four, they get a chance to get a win under their belt because they're going to probably play if they're a 15, 16 seed, play another 15, 16 seed. They've won versus better conferences, so to speak, in regards to the level. But they're a program. Coach Jones has been there, 8 years as a head coach?
Yeah.
So it tells you, Jeff, how hard it is, my man, to win in one of these one-bid conferences. Like, he's been in multiple championship games. He's finally gotten a chance, and he beat Central. Yep. So, put that to rest where they played the previous champions or what have you. Put that to rest, and now he's won it. He's in the dance.
Who are the best players in this team? Kind of go through with me. Who are the guys you got to watch out for?
Devontae Carter. He was my vote for player of the year in the conference, along with the kid from Coppin who eventually won it. He was a leading scorer. He's the point guard. He's the engine. He makes them run. He makes them go.
What type of point guard?
Great off the bounce. Kind of a herky-jerky in and out, almost like a New York City game. He's from Virginia, but he's got that little breakdown, great Euro, great body control, getting in the paint, can find guys. He's averaging multiple assists a game, but he's their leading scorer. He's their engine. He makes them go. And then he finds guys. He makes plays. They run a ton of stuff for him, for Joe Bryant, where they get you with misdirection stuff and get shots for these guys off staggers, drives, and kicks. And Joe Bryant, like I said, he's a guy that can get it going. First or second team all-conference player this year. Again, 30, 20-something today. So he's got it going in the postseason.
What is he? What's Bryant?
Bryant's a two-guard. He's their two-guard. He's there too. He's another local kid, another Norfolk kid. And they rotate guys in the post. So J.J. Matthews mostly starts. He's a senior. Yep. Hicks is a guy. What's Hicks' first name? Keyshawn Hicks. And number one, let me find his name real quick. Chambers. Okay. They rotate those three dudes and playing their inside-out game. So if you trap Carter, you get the ball out of his hands, they're a threat to make shots. And then they got a post press. They got a kid named Chris Ford, that comes in off the bench, big body, was on that team as a freshman when they beat Alabama 2 years ago. So now he's a junior. They're back in the postseason. So they come at you with some weapons.
What do you worry about with them? What's their weakness?
If they're not making shots. Okay. If they have an off day in the tournament, it's a recipe for disaster. Yep. They got guys coming off the bench, Tyrese Jenkins. He's an underclassman. I think he was on the all-rookie team last year. He's a sophomore, along with Bryant. And it's another kid, Mustafa Lawrence. Went to Fresno State out of high school. Yeah,
I remember him.
Really good guard. Yep. If they have a lot of weapons, but if they have an off-shoot night, they lost to Coppin State at home in a regular season game. They lost Morgan State at home in a regular season game. They lost to Wilmington at home in a regular season game. So the nights the shots aren't falling, it could be a long night for them.
Well, listen, we appreciate the breakdown. Delaware State head coach Eric Skeeters, none better at breaking down the MEAC champs, Norfolk State.
Listen, appreciate you, Jeff. Appreciate you having me. Look for us to be in this. Hopefully we can be in it next year.
Thanks, Skeets.
You got it, Jeff.
Has there ever been a rookie that you just knew was going to be a star? How many young players in the NBA and the NFL have there been that you wish you could have invested in? Well, now Prediction Strike makes that wish a reality. Prediction Strike is the only performance-based sports stock market that allows you to buy and sell shares of professional athletes as if they were stocks. Prediction Strike lets fans create portfolios of their favorite athletes so that you can get even closer to the game. Don't just draft your favorite players in fantasy, invest in them. Here's what you have to do. Visit predictionstrike.com or download their app on the App Store to create an account. Then deposit funds to buy, sell, or hold shares of your favorite players, just like you would do with real stocks. The value of the players will change based on game performance, and you can trade your shares of players at any time as long as the player isn't currently playing in a game. Prediction Strike also just rolled out a brand new feature that allows you to join a league or add friends just to see who the sharps are buying stock in. See who is performing well, who has a better portfolio than you, and whose trades you can follow. So head to predictionstrike.com now or download the app now. Sign up with the promo code FIELD. Again, that's FIELD, F-I-E-L-D, and you'll receive $10 free with your first deposit of $20 or more. That's the code FIELD again, F-I-E-L-D.